If you have a big event to go to, a big Bonsai-Fest bash, in fact, Newark's second one, in great big facilities in Newark, then what you mustn't ever do is do a pre-meal curry, 8 pints the night before. I'm feeling a bit rough, but hopefully that's not going to get in the way of me finding a great pot for my Japanese maple cobra, and indeed chatting to people and just having a great time. But hopefully you can enjoy the trees, you can enjoy the chat, and we may even get to see if my Japanese maple finds a new home. Anyway, I now need to go and make a return visit somewhere that I really don't want to talk about. See you in a minute. We're now at Newark Showground. I've got my chauffeur and my bonsai friend. Hello, Darren.
Hello. How are we doing?
Not too bad. We've still got people offloading more stuff for the show, and hopefully the Bonsai-Fest is going to be an absolute star. Look at that. We've got some lovely stuff there. Anyway, we're going to see if we can find Andy, Bonsai Crazy, and Ryan of Houghton Bonsai. And I'm sure Scott, the famous Scott Winard of Let's Do Bonsai, he's bound to be here as well. Wave for everyone, Scott. And I noticed that you've got someone with you. Who is this?
Yes, this is Taki from Osaka. Taki's come across to show some products at today's event for tatami. So we've got some tatami products which we're going to have demo versions of. You can't buy them; they're demo only. And we're going to see what the interest is. You know, is this something we can use in this world of bonsai?
So, with that in mind, I think I better go inside and actually see if there's anyone who actually knows something about bonsai that I can talk to. Anyway, let's go inside. Well, here we are. It's 9 o'clock and the second Bonsai-Fest has just kicked off. We're now formally allowed to set our cameras going for this exclusive event. I know we couldn't do pre-release because obviously of what was going on around the world. You know, the information that comes from this very good Bonsai Festival could be used for evil purposes. But anyway, let's see who's going to come in and enjoy what is going to be a fantastic event. And there is the first of the guests who must have been queuing. How long were you queuing to get into this incredible event?
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half. And your name is?
Rob.
How many times have you been to the Bonsai-Fest then?
Well, it's only been last year and this year. So
that's right. And did you go to Doncaster as well before?
I didn't know.
So what are you looking to buy today or find?
It's something different.
Fantastic.
Quite a large collection actually. Something different.
Brilliant. Well, enjoy yourself and thanks for talking. So that's incredible. The first person to walk through, an hour and a half waiting time. I was lucky. I just had to help lift a few things yesterday for Andy of Bonsai Crazy, and that's how I got my little green ticket. Well, I'll show you around and hopefully we'll have a chat to a few other people, but it's so much bigger area and lighter. Tell you what, if you want to see great bonsai and have a fantastic time to get bargains, this has got to be the place to come. Next year, of course. And clearly one of the main things everyone wants to see when they come to the Bonsai-Fest in Newark is some of the fantastic trees that are going to be up for prizes, hopefully, today. Or indeed, just for us to have a good look at. I'll try and pick out some of the interesting ones that appeal to me. You know me, it may not be the most classic ones that everyone wants to see, but they'll be the ones that grab my attention. Then we've got to start off with something from Corin himself, this Pseudo-chinensis. I think it's amazing. You look at the size of the Navari base on it, set off by that beautiful Walsall ceramic pot, and you know, wow, it's amazing what can be done. Absolutely amazing. Then you've got Acer palmatum, Makoto Homi. Again, look at that incredible pot. Absolutely awesome. Beautifully displayed. And the size of those leaves, absolutely incredible. How small are they? This pyracantha, a variegat. It's got a few berries on it, just to give that colour. You can tell I'm an expert at telling this. All the technical stuff I don't talk about because I don't really understand that, but isn't that awesome underneath there? Going to believe it. Sometimes when you're at these places, you get people who do these really creepy smiles. And Connor here, and I've just forgotten your name immediately, and Nicole, who I have mentioned in a video, had the creepiest sort of smiles when they saw me. Can you explain why you were smiling like that?
Yeah, so we watch your videos from down in Cornwall.
Yeah.
It's quite often that I'm watching them before I go to bed and Nicole's behind me. She goes, oh, I know who that is from the voice. Even though she'd never seen you before, she knew exactly who I was watching.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you're actually going to do anything interesting rather than just look at bonsai trees? Or...
Yeah, we went to the Peak District yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
So, well, yeah, it's good.
So
Yeah.
are you looking to take a tree back with you or a pot?
Yeah.
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 Well, I'll tell you what, can you promise me that if you buy something, you take a photo
Yeah.
and then send it to me
Yeah.
so I can whack it on there? But you'd have to do it tonight.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, brilliant. Okay, well, thanks very much for smiling creepily at me. Cheers. It's incredible raft. It's Olnus Minor. And then right beside it, Fagus sylvatica. Look at that. They're just about to open up probably in another week or two on this beautiful pot, slab pot. Larch, we all love larch, but look at this incredible bending, contorted larch. This is when the larch is at their best, when those needles are just starting to open up. Look at that aged and the effects that's there from the dead wood and the gins. Absolutely incredible. You can just imagine sitting underneath it, especially if you had a few curries like I did last night. So welcome back. Just introduce yourself again to everyone.
I'm Paul.
Paul.
From Walsall.
Brilliant, Paul. And what have you? What's the big project you're working on right now in your garden?
Mainly repotting, to be honest. All I've got left to do is just a few junipers, really, which I'll wait till April.
Yeah.
Junipers.
So you reckon April's a good time for your junipers?
Yeah.
And what's your soil mix secret for juniper?
Well, I'll use Akadama.
Yeah.
Equal amounts, pumice, and the Fuji lava rock.
Right.
And I also add the biochar.
And today, what are you hoping to see or buy? Is there something you're particularly looking for?
I've just come for the thing. I mean, I've got probably too many trees, to be honest.
And we all proper enthusiast. Oh well, enjoy. I will enjoy walking around and
Right.
look forward to seeing you later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
mate. Cheers.
Cheers. Another Acer campestri. A lovely little display here. Various Shohin. Big Taxus.
Hi, my name's Glenn
It's Glenn,
from Coventry area.
Coventry. And how long have you been doing bonsai for, Glenn?
About 6 months or so.
6 months. You picked up a bonsai. How long can you spend in one go just losing yourself?
I'm lost. The wife has to keep saying the tea's on the table, I'm putting the kettle on, and I'm still there, busying away, beavering that thing,
Yeah.
looking at what I'm doing, holding it up, and watching your channel at the same time.
Is there anything that you would say, number one, for someone who's absolutely doesn't know anything about it, that you say that they could get from bonsai? Or
It's the same as gardening. If you're out in the garden, it relaxes you, you lose yourself. Bonsaiing is great for me because I'm ex-military.
yeah,
And it gives me a focus and detail that I'm used to. And as I said, it's become an obsession.
your wife though, does she support you in this hobby?
Yes, she's with me today. She's out mooching around looking for me. She's got a list of what I was looking
So
for.
what are you looking for then?
Oh, always pots.
Always. By the way, what do you think of that?
I mean, that's. I wish I could take it home.
I know.
Maybe not.
But it's easy enough. If you get a load of Trident maple whips,
Yeah.
1 or 2 year old, and whack them all together, that's it. Anyway, thanks very much.
So much.
And look at this Chinensis. Wow. Such tight folio. Incredible. Of course, it's always great to have a Genko in an exhibition. Absolutely multi-trunk, and you can see that flame shape that they grow so well, and really how I should be doing it, except that's not how I do it, is it? Absolutely incredible, really. And this Carpinus, again, I don't know if it's a raft, but all the pollen buds or whatever, seed buds. Such detail. Again, highly ramified. But the colours, that's what I love about it. Right now, the colours are incredible. Believe the people I bump into, just remind us who it is.
Mark Jagger.
It's Mark. Good, because I'd forgotten as well. Now, Mark Jagger has just recently had photos on Subscribers Corner, didn't you?
Yes, to Fuji Cherries.
Those Fuji cherries are looking absolutely fantastic.
Beautiful.
And right now, at this time of the year, isn't it? It's absolutely wonderful. So what are you looking for today?
I'm not looking for anything in particular. Maybe a couple of pots, maybe a blackthorn.
Blackthorn.
Just wandering around, and if I take something takes me fancy, then I might buy it.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
What do you think of the bigger venue?
It's a lot better. I think there's more room for people to move about.
All right, thanks for that, Mark. Cheers. Ligustrum. Just goes to show just how much of that is dead wood, and there's just that little live vein at the back. Again, so well developed. That secondary structure, tertiary, and then you've got those lovely buds of green all opening up. What an incredible effect. Right this time of the year, it's the, I think, 22nd of March. We know the Fuji cherry are fully in flower. And matched with that pot, absolutely incredible. Look at this big pine. Look at that. And then this impressive, I think it's a Scots pine. Yeah, look at that. We've even got the little spider going up there. I've just been accosted by the two Brians. The two Brians. Can I ask you, do you like the, did you go to the one, ever been to the one at Doncaster?
Never. This is the only.
The only, and you were here last year.
Yes. I wasn't.
What do you think of the bigger venue then?
Very impressive.
Yeah. And is there any trees that have grabbed your attention at all, or?
There are some nice trees on display.
Yeah.
Especially down there.
You've been at the bottom end and seen the display. I noticed there's quite a few rafts as well.
Yeah.
That really, there's a couple in the last row that I thought were pretty impressive. So,
I wonder if we could just some of them little ones.
oh right, yeah, we've got to have a mudman. You go over. Okay. Anyway, thanks for talking.
Thank you for talking to us.
All right. And look at this for an olive. And we talk about the big issue. It's getting those small leaves. And look at this. Absolutely incredible. With the deadwood. It's Olea Europea. Or Europea. Look at the size of those leaves. I mean, I think mine are 3 times the size. And of course, another of those big plate-rooted Japanese maple. Just run out of words, to be honest. If I say excellent one more time, I'm going to make everyone sick, I know. But look at that. And of course, you know how much I love root over rock. I don't know if my root over rock video's landed yet, but look at this for an example. Trident maple. So what have you bought? Filmer, Acer Campestre. Yeah, look at that. Hey, that's a bargain and a half. Look at that. We're going to point out the Nabari. My daughter was able to point out the Nabari.
Yeah.
There you go. Well done, Connor. That's it. Look at that. So what you're going to do is cut it about there and then grow that.
Yeah, grow one of them.
That's wonderful. Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I've just been accosted by someone else. I thought I was actually fearing for my life. I thought, this is it, I'm done for. It's Lloyd, is it?
Yeah, bonsai man.
Brilliant. How long have you been doing bonsai for?
About 30 years, but I've only been proper educating myself the last 5 years.
What are you hoping to get from here today then?
I've already bought one. I bought a giant hybrid large.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's in the van from Andrew Arthur. I spotted it online, so
Yeah.
booked it and I've been to pick it up today.
Yeah, fantastic. What do you reckon of the bigger venue this year?
Brilliant. Yeah, I've never been before, so this is my first time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so it's great. I'm overwhelmed.
So tell me something. What is it like working for Harry Harrington?
Harry's a fantastic man. He's extremely kind. He's very patient with me, which is,
No. The truth.
Actually,
Is he a hard taskmaster and does he sort of tell you off a lot?
no, I kind of expected him to be. You usually hear about what's cracking the whip.
So what have you got at home yourself then? Loads.
Got a garden full of plants.
Yeah.
Ranging from semi-nice trees to like sticks and moss.
Yeah.
Have little projects going on because sometimes, like something like this, for instance. This was garden centre material when I just started.
So you did this.
Years, and it's turned into something, I'd say, quite nice now.
Yeah.
It's not ever going to be a show-worthy piece, but it's something that you can enjoy.
Yeah. If you're going to give any advice to someone, especially my age, but there's a lot of people I find of my age who are just starting, literally, and I spoke to someone who's been doing it for 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
What is the biggest tip you think you could give them when it comes to, it's a tough question, but go on, what's the biggest tip you give to someone, and it probably applies to anyone who is literally just started.
Start on lower quality materials, because again you can get nice stuff out of cheaper material.
Yeah.
Actually, that's another garden centerpiece material. You know, it's one of those big Christmas trees.
Yeah.
That was again when I was just starting out, and it's coming together. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done on it, but like we're getting somewhere, making progress.
Yeah, it's nice. And again, another impressive juniper. Done by James Kidd, or certainly exhibited by James Kidd. Again, a beautiful Walsall ceramic pot. It's so important to get that pot right. And again, it's probably one of the things that, as hobbyists or enthusiasts in this game, is hardest thing to do. I certainly find color matching or even shape matching difficult. But look at the structure on this thing. It's about nearly 3 foot tall. Again, I love the imagination behind this one on an island of sand. The larch. I just love the creative side of this. And I think as enthusiasts, it's the one area that we can often really indulge ourselves. Just let our imaginations run wild. Ultimately, what we create is for us. So you can't beat a Chinese elm, can you? And I've got a big one right behind me there. Easy to grow, so easy to get cuttings from. Just takes a little bit longer to get them this big and of this quality. You want to know something funny? I'm going to have to ask you to do that again. You know when you record, you should press record. I didn't press the record button. So we're going to go take to, look, it's Ryan in his natural habitat of Houghton Bonsai. And right in front of me, I have got the most incredible hawthorn.
Hawthorn.
And where exactly did you get this from?
The middle of the year 19.
Right. And did you mention something about air layering it or?
It was up there.
Yeah.
So I took the air layer off the top, put a little bit of carbon in just for now.
Yeah.
Then I'll style this part of it through.
Absolutely incredible. And I think people who've seen your channel, I've got a link at the description. The one thing Ryan's absolutely fantastic at is breeding ducks. He's got the most incredibly vicious duck called
Howard.
Howard. How old is Howard now?
3-year-old.
3-year-old. And he follows you around like your lass.
Right, thinks I'm his mum.
Yeah, I can imagine that. But in terms of wiring, seriously, I watched Ryan's videos a lot, all about learning about apex and how to actually get the structure, folding stuff down. And
See what I do? I roughly know where I'm going to go with the first branches.
yeah,
When I work with the tree, the apex just falls into place.
yeah.
I get to the top.
Do you find if you drink more that it falls into place easier, quicker? Yeah, yeah.
Because once I've had about 10 pints, it didn't give a bonus.
Well, no, seriously, if you haven't watched Ryan's videos, you have to. They really do give you a masterclass in wiring. So, and I learned a secret about you yesterday.
But I'm a good drink.
How long have you been doing bonsai for?
7 years.
7 years. I was absolutely amazed.
I've been styling 5 maybe.
But have you ever dominated in something like the true craft of something, say, like, I don't know, a jade? Can you wire and style a jade? How is it?
So, when we were at Belgium, this that bugger bought us a jade.
I did Houghton Tootin Jade
What do
Bonsai.
you call it? After Portugal carrier.
Portugal Carrier Afra.
That's one of them.
And then we've got another raft here. Is that a buckthorn or a hawthorn? I'm not entirely sure. Cretaceous Managina. Look at that. My pronunciation is horrendous, isn't it? But look at that lovely raft. I think it's one thing I've noticed already for the trees that are on display. There's actually quite a few rafts here. We've got a few that seem to see, but certainly the rafts are making their way today. Another almus. And again, it's that aim to get that really fine twigginess and that tertiary structure. And again, setting it off with an incredible pot. And again, straight beside it, got a Japanese maple, Acer palmatum. Once more, look at that. It's almost like it's a little tortoise shell there. They're just starting to open up. Should probably be the time when we're going to be, in fact, it's probably a bit late to be pinching out those new shoots as they come out to try and keep that internode distance short. And then the main stand, Bonsai Crazy, and Alex Braunton, who's actually selling a few of his trees. Big waves there. We'll have a chat to Andy a little bit later when it's a bit quieter. But again, with some of his incredible creations. Look at these, the two wolves there. And then we've got one with running water. Well, looks like running water. I think I remember seeing this one being made on his channel at Bonsai Crazy. Absolutely, attention to detail is fantastic. And as you well know, he made my Dragon Mountain pot, which has got a couple of maples on it. That's looking fantastic too. But the imagination and creativity he displays, beyond belief, beyond belief. Shame his dress sense couldn't be a bit better, that's all.
Oh, no, bloke. That's hilarious.
To say there's one that Andy's done, which is this incredible larch with the roots. I won't touch them. The roots all coming off the rock. And the videos itself are fantastic, but just look how impressive that is. To be honest, to see that root structure like that work so well is incredible. And you can see how happy the tree is with all the green buds
Really
coming
nice
out.
Dark waterfall as well, doesn't it?
It does. So I noticed, is there a buyer there for this?
There is.
Which mug's going to buy that? Introduce yourself.
My name's James.
James, is it? Yes. And how long have you been doing bonsai for?
4 years. I've been interested in it for like 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. So why, I mean, I know why you'd buy that. That is absolutely awesome. It's the wolves, isn't it?
It's the wolves, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to watch you do the hard work lifting here. Look at that. That's an original. Happy with what you've got then? Absolutely. This is probably one of Andy's. I love this one. It's the waterfall. Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh. And then we've got Kaz doing a bit of display there on styling a pine. It's brilliant. We've got some more displays going on with the junipers here. Now I've come back a couple of hours later and some of the trees look like they're ready to be looked at. Good.
Little thing just to say out. I'll say it out on your channel. I joined FOB's committee last month. I was nominated onto FOB's, and I'm going to be partly responsible for pushing the NTC competition. So, because I was very vocal about how the NTC's gone into a bit of a decline.
Just for people like me, the TLCs you're using, use three abbreviations there. Can you just sort of say what it is? So is it the UK Bonsai?
So
You said-
FOBS is the Federation of British Bonsai Societies. So they are the umbrella, along with UKBA basically, they are the two bonsai main societies within the country, within the UK. Because I was very vocal about the NTC and I believe that it should be better, the new talent competition, it's, I want it to be bigger, I want it to be better, and I want us to go into Europe, you know, and show some bravado basically. We've got 5 competitors today, and hopefully whoever does well is going to go to Slovakia next month. I'm going to go along with them to support them and be the UK representative for bonsai and FOBS. That's a scary.
Can I ask, does that mean though you'll be disqualified from showing your prize jade that set your
No,
channel?
absolutely not. I shall take it with pride.
How long have you been doing bonsai for?
My wife bought me my first one. We got married 39 years ago.
39 years.
39 years, yeah. I first came across it in Germany when I was in the army. Young lad.
Yeah.
The first one she bought me died, obviously.
That's the story for everyone, isn't it? But
Yeah.
so have you walked around now inside and
We walked around buying, how many trees I've got now? I've got 3 trees.
you bought 3? What have you bought?
A Japanese, a mountain maple,
Yeah.
which was very nice. A nice little larch,
Oh, right. Yeah.
and a katsura.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Good value, you reckon?
I think so.
Yeah.
It'll be nice when they're finished.
So in your collection,
Yeah.
what's your favourite tree?
My favourite tree is a Korean hornbeam. He stands around just under a metre tall.
Yeah.
Gorgeous looking thing.
Has it been a success, this bigger, better haul? Because I noticed there are 3 very different but very pretty trees. First of all, we've got the Forsythia. Look at the pot on that as well. What do you reckon? Well, you must have bought it, so you must like it.
No, it's not mine.
Isn't it?
I'm just a novice.
That's all right.
It's all of us. And then in the middle, then we've got is that Fukian? That's a Fukian tea, Carmona. That's the indoor.
You know,
Yeah, that's definitely indoor.
speaking to
And then look at that. Is that a buckthorn? Blackthorn. Yeah.
You get slow berries from that. You'll be able
That is not that's what it's really for, isn't it? Yeah. Just plant it in a hedgerow, let it go for 5 years, and then then you can get the berries and do something useful with it.
years left, didn't they?
So if you're going to say anything about the show this year, what's caught your mind most, do you reckon?
More room to move about.
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bit of food on which I went to one before there were no food.
Hey, did you notice I had the old cheeseburger and chips, and she actually made a point of putting loads of chips on there.
In front of me, yeah.
Possibly the options of an early bird pass. What we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, rather than standing outside. Yeah.
Pay for an early bird pass, maybe.
Bit like on the fairgrounds where you pay an extra something and get in there, see it, grab the bargains. Each year there seems to be less and less bargains though. Brilliant. Okay, well, anyway, thanks for chatting on the camera and
Great. Nice to meet you.
nice flowering trees as well.
Sure.
Well, it certainly looks like we've got another happy customer. First of all, did you really enjoy today's Bonsai Fest?
First one I've been to.
Yeah,
Really enjoyed it. It's an eye opener for sure.
that's fantastic.
Obviously watching a few of your YouTubes and stuff and
Wow,
stuff from Redwoods.
brilliant.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll do something. That's the forest.
Yeah,
Got myself a pot for the pine.
nice.
Pines I've got at home. And I've got somebody with me actually. She's gone buying some of this stuff as well.
Right.
Tremendous show.
So how long have you been doing bonsai for?
Probably about 2 years, if that.
And what keeps you doing it?
That's a good question.
I want the answer because I don't know either. No, isn't it? It's
It's
fantastic.
great fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's intriguing. It's artistic.
It's fantastic. I love seeing people
I
with the
love some of
hobby.
your ad-libbing in your
Ad libbing, it's all scripted. You know I script everything.
Absolutely lovely. I have a chuckle now and then all the time. It's lovely.
No worries. It's an absolute pleasure, and good luck with all that.
Lovely.
Tell you what, even when I'm coming to the car, I get accosted by people. You can't do anything without people being rude and pushy. And what's your name?
Thomas.
No, Thomas has been absolutely wonderful. And what have you got in your hand there? Look at that.
Got a nice new tool, a branch cutter, a Tagawa, and also some nice bonsai.
25.
As well. 25, got it for 18.
That is an absolute bonsai bargain. Fantastic. So how many trees have you got now?
This one must be, I don't think I've got a count. There's lots of cuttings and lots of just random things that you pick up here and there.
Like people, things like that. Absolutely. Thanks very much for saying hello to me. And I hope to hear that you continue to grow and develop great big bonsai. I presume you're going to come back to the Bonsai-Fest next year?
I hope so, yes.
Does Scott, do you do bonsai, by the way?
Shit.
There is a vicious rumour that I might do a little bit of something, but I might study it.
Yeah.
Actually do something.
He might read a book, so if you head over and let's do NO Bonsai,
Let's do it.
you'll get the shorts.
Well, honestly, 3 o'clock now, and I've been back for about half an hour, and I'm absolutely crackered. I'll tell you that right now. I'm also so humbled by the number of people who made the effort to stop, talk to me. I was overwhelmed by the amount of people I got to chat to. I'll say now, hopefully, I haven't seen the edit yet, so I don't know how good the sound's going to be. Hopefully I've managed to be able to get everyone a little section in the clips interspersed between all those wonderful trees that were on display. And if I didn't, the only reason you haven't appeared is because the noise or the quality just wasn't up to it. And you know, I'm going to have people looking their best. And if you're not looking your best, well, you don't want to be on the video, do you? But seriously, thank you everyone ever so much. But I suppose the thing we're all asking is, did I manage to find a pot that would be better than this one for that tree? And the reason why I've stayed clear of this one is I just think it's a little too deep for the Cobra. Did I find something? Well, actually, yes, I did. And it's this, so a Walsall ceramic with a really sort of honeycomb mottled sort of blue and white in there. I really love the glaze. And got this for a very reasonable price. And I hope that you can all agree that that is potentially going to be absolutely perfect for the Cobra. So I'll probably be taking that out. To be fair, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm tired, so it won't feature on this video. In fact, this whole Cobra thing, I've been doing time-lapse stuff for it all last year. So it'll probably be part of a time-lapse project. You're going to get to see it in there. You'll get to see what the roots look like, and I think that'll make pretty good viewing. Obviously, to make sure you don't miss it, you know the rule. If you hit the old subscribe, all that sort of stuff, then you'll get a load of annoying reminders probably on your phone, which you'll blank out straight away. And I've got to thank Darren of Meadowview Bonsai. He ferried me around everywhere, and he also bought me 2 bags of Akadama. And thanks a lot for that, Darren. Apart from that, massive thank you to all the organisers of Bonsai-Fest 2. Bigger venue. I know it had a few issues with the sound system and stuff like that, but you know what? I think better than being able to walk around comfortably all the trees. I mean, it was pretty full there, but you didn't feel like you were necessarily getting in play, and that only bodes well for the future. There were displays, demonstrations, all sorts of stuff going on, and with the sort of management team that are in charge of this, I have no doubt it's going to get bigger and better. So guys and gals who are involved, thank you very much for the effort. I enjoyed it. I know I got in on a green ticket. I think I carried 3 things in for Alex Braunton, and I do appreciate that that allowed me to get in early, and I do appreciate it, so thank you very much. Apart from that, everyone, if you want to remember what the Bonsai Fest was like the year before, that's the video. Otherwise, happy bonsai and God bless. Cheers.